Have you ever started a project that should have taken a few weeks and 3 months later you're still adding things to it? Stay with me because at the end I'm going to give you one question that can tell you whether that next great idea belongs in your project or is actually keeping you from finishing it. I see this happen all the time. You start with a pretty simple idea. Maybe you're building a new website, launching a product, creating an app, introducing a new service. You know what you need to get started. Then somebody says, you know what else would be really cool? That's where the trouble begins. Let's add this feature. Let's change this page. Let's integrate this system. While we're at it, let's automate that. Oh, and wouldn't it be great if it could also do this? None of those ideas are necessarily bad. In fact, some of them might be fantastic. But there's a difference between a good idea and a good idea that needs to be in the project right now. That's where the minimum viable product comes in. MVP doesn't mean build something cheap. It doesn't mean build something bad. And it doesn't mean leave out something necessary. It means what's the smallest version of this idea that accomplishes the objective well enough to put it into the real world? Because once it's real, something incredibly valuable happens. People actually use it. Customers react to it. You start collecting data. You discover what matters. And sometimes you find out that the feature you were about to spend 2 weeks building, nobody wanted anyway. Scope creep does the opposite. It keeps expanding the finish line. Every time you're almost there, you move it another 100 feet. And AI may actually make this problem worse, because now adding another feature can feel incredibly easy. AI can probably build that. And maybe it can. But every feature still has to be tested, maintained, supported, explained, and eventually paid for. Just because something became easier to build doesn't mean it became necessary. Here's the question I promised you. The next time someone says, wouldn't it be great if we added this? Ask, does this help us launch, or does it give us another reason not to? If it's essential to accomplishing the objective, build it. If it isn't, put it on the list for version 2. Because sometimes the biggest threat to a great project isn't a lack of ideas, it's having too many of them before you finish the first one. Thanks for joining me. I'm your Santa Barbara web guy, and I'll see you next time.